Cherokee Indians called these mountains the land of blue smoke. Today, the Great Smoky Mountains have become one of our largest national parks, as well as an international biosphere reserve. The Great Smoky Mountains encompass more than 500,000 acres, which are evenly divided between North Carolina and Tennessee. With 16 peaks above 6,000 feet, the Smokies are the apex of the Appalachian Highlands. These mountains preserve a wildland sanctuary that is virtually unmatched. This natural treasure includes more than 140 native trees, 735 miles of freshwater streams, and more than 1,500 varieties of flowering plants, which is more than any place on this continent. Nestled in the mountains and known as the gateway to the Smokies is Tennessee's premier resort, Gatlinburg. This picturesque village is world-renowned as a center for arts and crafts, as well as host to millions of visitors who come to this four-season vacation center annually. We will be visiting Gatlinburg on our video tour, but first, let's experience the beauty of the Great Smoky Mountains. The mountains became part of the National Park System in 1934, dedicated to preserving not only this rare ecological area, but also the history of the pioneer culture which flourished from 1840 until 1930. The first example of this pioneer heritage is the Oconaluftee Pioneer Homestead, located at the Oconaluftee Visitor Center. This living museum reenacts how life was lived by the mountain people. Driving to the southeast region of the park, we cross the scenic Blue Ridge Parkway on its way to the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. One look at this mountain valley explains it all. Past cascading waters, we come to the rugged Hintoga Overlook and this grand view of the Smokies' main ridge. The rugged Round Bottom Road winds its way back to Cherokee, North Carolina, home of the Cherokee Indians. Here in the Great Smoky Mountains, visitors can experience over 300 years of Cherokee history, observing the arts and crafts that keep alive the culture of the Cherokee Indian. Cherokee is a chance to see a different culture in the middle of the Smokies. Here in the southwest corner of the park sits the Fontana Dam. At 489 feet, the tallest in the eastern states. Visited by over 1 million people annually, the dam is on the path of the Appalachian Trail. The Foothills Parkway offers this look from the Look Rock observation point. As much as for their majestical beauty, the Great Smoky Mountains are known for the early settlers, mountain people who lived in isolation, carving a living out of the mountains. Cades Cove, where time has stopped, is an open-air museum holding to a way of life that is no more. In 1850, 685 people coexisted in this cove. The pioneers farmed this land and used what resources nature allowed. The home was a self-contained economic unit. The husband brought home the staples, the wife processed the goods, and children did what they could. The Lawson House was built in 1856. Some of the best blade work in the park is in this house. Cantilever-constructed barns with overhanging beams were common in the cove, where large barns were needed for livestock and grain storage. The population was large enough to support a few mills, like this one, the John Cable's Mill. As America moved into the industrial age, the cove moved also, and by 1934, the park system had bought Cades Cove from its inhabitants. Driving on some of the 270 miles of roadways in the park, let's venture up this spur to Clingman's Dome. At 6,643 feet, Clingman's Dome is the tallest peak in the Smokies. From here, it doesn't matter which way you turn. There is a breathtaking vista in every direction. On a day like this, a visibility of 40 miles is possible. However, due to the altitude, fog is a common occurrence. Located halfway between Gatlinburg and Cherokee, Newfound Gap was discovered in 1860. This proved to be a lower, easier route through the ridges than the older Indian Gap Trail. The inspirational Appalachian Trail passes through the Gap as it travels for 75 miles through the Smokies on its way from Georgia to Maine, 2,023 miles away. The Newfound Gap Road is the only cross-park roadway. Here's the loop. This engineering feat eliminates a dangerous steep road condition. These twin peaks, altitude 4,755 feet, are the chimney tops. The Chimneys Walking Trail is a 3-mile round trip to the summit from the Chimney Bridge. Enjoy the walk, folks. The Carlos Campbell Overlook is a quick study in the growth patterns of various trees. Notice the spruce and firs at the higher altitudes and the hardwoods at the mid-levels. Once the dominant tree in the Smokies, the American chestnut fell prey to a deadly fungus. Many consider the chestnut blight to be one of the greatest botanical disasters ever in North America. The end of the newfound Gap Road finds us back in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This premier resort, known for its arts and crafts, is also a center for entertainment of all kinds. Serenely set in this peaceful valley, Gatlinburg can accommodate 25,000 people a day. There are nearly 24 major attractions in Gatlinburg, and many well-known performers often visit from Nashville. In 1912, the Pi Beta Phi School was started here to teach mountain children and to preserve the traditional crafts of the mountains. Today, the Great Smoky Mountain arts and crafts community continues the quality and tradition of these skills. Located 3 miles from Main Street, Gatlinburg, this working community of artists includes more than 70 craftsmen in residence. This old mill in Pigeon Forge was built in 1830 and still operates today. At 25 cents, the trolley is the best way to navigate Gatlinburg streets. The sun's glow provides a warm reflection on the beautiful Park Vista Hotel. The Skylift, located in the center of town, offers a breathtaking view of the valley below. This 2¼ mile tram was built in Switzerland and features 2 counterbalanced cars. What a view! How about Main Street, Gatlinburg? There is definitely no place like it. Indeed, you'll find something for everyone here. This museum is appropriate. Mr. Ripley was a native of Tennessee, believe it or not. After mountain climbing and souvenir hunting in Gatlinburg, now it's time to eat. Here are a few of the homes and winter chalets that overlook this picturesque resort. Farewell to this unique mountain resort, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and the Great Smoky Mountains, an area of natural phenomena where time has almost stopped, preserving another piece of uniquely American cultural heritage.